We're in Holyoke, Massachusetts on a full street tour of Maple Street, and this is one of the few streets that runs not only the gridded part of Holyoke but beyond. And this one comes right into the Pulaski Park. They used to have 4 streets that did. This is the only one that does anymore of the original streets. And you get to see from Pulaski Park the start of the canal, the Holyoke Dam, the Connecticut River, the Sahi Library across the way. And in the park itself, you get to see all the beautiful planted trees and an Olmsted designed park. And this is a great start to a wonderful street. And what we're going to do is point out along the way a lot of historical features. All right, you get to see Pulaski Park in front of you with its beautiful tree setting, but beyond is what's most impressive. Prospect Park was his original name, and you can tell by the name itself that it was a prospect onto the mountains, Mount Tom Range, Mount Holyoke Range. We just passed the Mater Della Rosa School from 1959. It's a lot older than that, but that's the modern school. The original convent is still here. The Mater Della Rosa has been in this neighborhood from 1902. Its church was on this next blocks up. It's gone now. It was in this empty space right here. It sadly has been removed. It was a gorgeous church, inside especially. There's a park across the way, the Kosciuszko Park, that memorialized inside of it any of the Polish residents that died in the course of the wars. All right, now we're entering into the main gridded part of Maple Street. So we're on a block now that had a lot of wooden buildings on the left, and are now mostly gone. But most importantly is the Samuelson House right in front of us. This building is from 1847. It predates Holyoke itself. It has a unique architectural style to it, almost like a Western style on the very top. And it's the most important thing left of this block. It's now, or it used to be a funeral home after that, and then it changed. Most blocks of Maple Street are very active, and except for that one, for some reason, it's not. It could be. All right, now we see Veterans Park in front of us, the former Hampton Park, and Maple Street passes right by here. It's a great, nice looking park with beautiful statue in the middle of it, and surrounded are gorgeous buildings, including the post office and the St. Jerome's buildings, including the school and church. It has the Phoenix, it has the old headquarters of the fire station, which we're going to pass by. But this whole area is a tour unto itself. So make sure that you get out and you see this park for all it's worth. It's still loved by most people because it still has a nice feel because of all the things around it, but a quiet feel too at the same time. Now, on the left is the fire station. On the left also is one of the original houses still left on Holyoke. And we're passing through Dwight Street intersection, and we get to see the modern facility of Holyoke Medical Center's downtown campus on the left-hand side. And this was a changeover of the McCausland Wakeland building, and then also the walk-in center is the former St. Jerome's Temperance Union, which the building is still in there. The facade has just changed. It's a new facade in front of it, but below that is a very old building from 140 years ago that was the Temperance Union for men from St. Jerome's Church. Now on the right hand side is the Hotel Hamilton or Hotel Holyoke or Hotel Roger Smith. On the left hand side is the Tilly Block, which was a great retail center. Nowadays it's the School Department of Holyoke, and they're moving. Also on the left is the Hadley Falls Company, one of the older banks of Holyoke. And you can see in the mid-distance the Second Congregational Church from 1886. It moved up from across from City Hall to this location. Beyond it is the Skinner Memorial Chapel. And the Congregational Church is Romanesque, but partly Gothic. And the reason why it partly burned, and when they fixed it up, they put another style into it. And it was actually a graceful union of both styles. Now on the right-hand side is Holyoke's War Memorial Building. Inside of there are memorials to World War I. And on the left, we're passing by the Skinner Chapel. And we're also in the distance seeing the AT&T building, American Telephone and Telegraph building. And on the right-hand side, you get to see the former home of the Elks before the 1977 move up to their Ashley Pond. They were down here for a very long time. And on the right-hand side up, we'll see the Library Park, the library from 1902. But on the left-hand side, you see the Maplewood Hotel, made by Arthur Beebe, as a place to meet with his friends. It was a hotel, it was a restaurant, and most of it was free for his friends. Now we're passing right by the Holyoke Library. You get to see the modern facade on the other side, but the older side on this side. And you get to see the park beyond. And right on our left-hand side, you start to see row houses. There's 9 row houses in a row and one tenement block at the end. They complement the Beebe Hotel that we just passed by, the Maplewood Hotel. Now, on the left and right, we got to see school, the Lawrence School on the right-hand side from 100 years ago. It's still very, very active. It's still beautiful and strong building. On the left-hand side, you're going to see the Sons of Zion, a synagogue for Jewish people. As of last year, it was sold to a school called Lighthouse Holyoke, and so it's not going to be a synagogue. Okay, now we're entering into the tenement section of Maple Street. Where you get a mix of modern small buildings and older tenement houses and apartment houses. Okay, the next block up, past Sargent Street, you're going to see on the right-hand side the Sacred Heart Church, the Sacred Heart Rectory, and it used to be the convent and school there also. And those are from 1876. They're very old. They're going to be taken down this year, of the year 2024. That's very sad. But on the left-hand side, you can see a tenement block starting up big time. When they made the church up here, there was nothing here. It brought people into this area. That's very unusual. But you built it, and they did come. And lots of tenement houses were around. Okay, we're passing the Hampshire Street Juncture. We got a lot of modern homes on the left-hand side, and the old person's public housing on the right-hand side. Now in this block right here, we get to see the former Elmwood Park, the very start of it. It was the longest park in Holyoke and the biggest park in Holyoke. And so they divided it up into 5 smaller parks and 2 schools and so forth. And so it's still enjoyable, but you can't walk it as a union anymore. But Elmwood Park was an Olmsted designed park. It was very, very functional. It included 2 dingles, 5 rustic bridges, a stream called the Day Brook. Even the Day Brook since 1926 has been put underground. And so you can't see the entirety of the park unless you start looking at pictures. All right. Now Maple Street has one more block ahead of it, and this is also used the former Elmwood Park here too. It was split into 2 even, not only horizontally but vertically. All right, so that's the end of Maple Street Tour. Thank you very much.